Iconoclast Speaks.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Iconoclast Speaks. I am the Iconoclast. I'm flying solo today. F-Boy and Dad Bod were busy. Couldn't get him in, so this is the solo studio where I do it when I'm by myself. What I was going to talk about is something more along the lines of personal goals or doing things outside of your comfort zone or outside of your box. I'm 45. I've been married 16 years at this point, and I have 5 kids. My whole family is into dance. They do dance and stuff. About 2 years ago, I took up a tap class, and I took it for a whole year, and then I performed in the recital with some other adults, and I was the only guy. And it was a unique experience for me because I don't mind performing and doing stuff, but this was something I had never done in my life. Dancing was never my thing. My wife's a phenomenal dancer. My kids are all fantastic dancers. Me, not so much. So I took this tap class and I loved it. It was great. It was a lot of fun. It was actually a lot of exercise, using muscles I never used in my legs, because tap, in my head, I thought tap, it looks cool, it's fun. I didn't realize how demanding it was going to be, but I persevered and I went through it. And at the end of that time, after the recital, I kind of said to the head of the studio, asked them why they don't do a musical theater class for adults. And I was like, if you do it, I'm in. And I don't know if that is what made her do it, but she then offered the next year a musical theater class, which my wife said, you said it, you gotta do it. So this year, not only have I taken a tap class, I've now been taking this musical theater class, which again, in my head, musical theater, I see it like in, Greatest Showman. I see it on Broadway. I see it, it's like, it looks awesome, but those people make it look so easy that I was like, oh man, I can do that. No, it's hard. So I've been doing it this year, and in this week or so, I will be performing 2 dances, a tap and a musical theater. And I will say, it's been a lot of fun learning these things. And for me, at 45, learning a new skill or a new thing, although I'm not fantastic or phenomenal at this, it's something I've enjoyed learning and pushing myself and doing something that like 6-7 years ago, I would have never even thought to try. And I think we all have those things where maybe in the back of our head, man, I'd really like to learn to do this or learn to do that, but we have this fear that we've never done it. What will other people think? What will they say? Like what is the reaction going to be to doing these things? As a guy in his 40s taking tap and musical theater, you have a stigma or a fear of what are other people going to think about me and say. And at the same time, you then also have the fear of I have to perform in front of a bunch of people, and am I willing to put myself out there? For me, I'm one of these people that when I say I'm going to do something, I commit to it, I follow all the way through. I can't say, I'm joining this class or this, and this, and then at the last minute being like, oh, sorry, I can't do it. Because I'm like, you know what, I said I was going to do it, I'm doing it. So I will be performing, and then next week, the cool thing about the musical theater is my wife is doing it with me, so she and I actually get to dance together, so that's a cool thing for me. Another thing that I kind of committed to a few years back, always growing up, I was very skinny. In high school, I think my top weight was between 120 and 125 by the time I graduated. In college, I maintained 125 pounds. My waist was 28 inches. All the way up until I got married, the day I got married, I was 125 with a 29-inch waist. Maybe 30. And then I maintained that. And I always wanted to be bigger, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't start eating like this mass gainer, but I wasn't exercising properly, so I just got heavier, but not more fit. So about a few years ago, my brother-in-law, who you know as F-Boy, he started being a personal trainer. He got us to do all the gym. So I started working out and training, but I wasn't gung-ho as much as I could have been. Then in January, F-Boy started this challenge where he developed it through Facebook, and what it did is it put you on teams with other people, and you did this fitness journey together. And he had you learned different exercises, you learned different things to do, there's different challenges, there's a point system, and you won prizes. If your team came in first with the most points, you had the chance to win a prize. So it made exercising fun. So this was another commitment thing that at 45 I decided I'm really going to get in shape. And I have to say, through him, and as well as Shane Smith, who's a friend of mine and also a personal trainer, I've grown. I'm now at 175, and that's occurred over the past 3 years. I went from like 140 to 175, but 175, and it's not fat because my body fat percentage is at 16%. So I'm at 175, so mostly muscle, and it's helped me get more energy. I less moody because I feel better, feel good. But also I've achieved things that I never thought I'd be able to do. I never thought I'd be able to lift my weight, 170 pounds, doing a bench, and I can do that now. And I'm doing different things that I've learned that when I put forth the effort, when I really think, I have a goal, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to do this, that you can do it. And even at the age of 45, there's things you can do that would surprise you. So what I'm wanting to say is, if there's something you want to try, whatever it is, if it's dancing, if it's scuba diving, if it's doing skydiving, it's these different things that people are like, oh man, you're too old, don't do it. Say to them, no, you're not. There's not a limit to when you have to stop living life. And that's the goal we should all have, is to live our life as much and as fully as possible, because this is your life. Don't just sit there and let life pass you by, and don't let others dictate how you should live your life. It's your life. So get out there and enjoy it, and just go full force, because that's why we're here. It's like we were put on this earth to live, so live. That's it. So thanks for stopping by. Hopefully next time F-Boy will stop by, or Dad Bod, or maybe even Too Lit. Maybe he'll come in, but he's busy. And that's my son. He's got all kinds of stuff going on this week, so he's been busy too. So we'll see you next time. Bye.
The Iconoclast speaks.